Hey guys, Mike Pattern Traders. I'm gonna try to make my volume higher because somebody told me they had a hard time hearing me. Hopefully this works. Hopefully that works. So new indicator called PT trend. What it actually okay? It was developed strictly for as a trend indicator that indicates the trend is about to flip, whether we're bullish or bearish. I don't have a lot of experience with it yet. I've only had it for about 2 weeks or so I'm still playing with it. But what I've seen so far and how it reacts, it's promising, and I can't wait to use it when we break out either up or down. I think it's killer in a range, very killer in a range, but it's actually it shines when it's trying to catch a top and a bottom, you know. So I'll go through the basics, and then throughout the upcoming weeks, I'll make another video with a strategy behind it. As of right now, I'm gonna tell you what I currently have, how I use it, and how I used it yesterday to catch the long at $29,000. All right, off the bat, you have the histogram, you have histo 1, histo 2, trend line, signal line, and these arrows, these little triangles. All right, let's go first with the basics. Let's go with the histogram only. Okay, what is a histogram? So the histogram is similar to what the MACD is. The indicator is, histogram is going to indicate if momentum is shifting to the downside or momentum is shifting to the top side. But when you start seeing orange appear, that means that the momentum is strong, right? Strong. That's why when you get your sell signal up here, say you got a sell signal up here, a cross or a flip in color, and you start seeing orange, don't fuck with the opposite direction. That indicates that, hey guys, momentum is strong, bears are still in command, and then you want to see that this is slowly diminishing to the downside. And then when you start seeing that the orange bars are getting smaller and smaller, and you start flipping back to gray, momentum is shifting, right? Same thing with the downside. Like over here, momentum is picking up. We're bullish, we're bullish, we're bullish. We're going to break out, we're going to break out. And once we come here, we hit the QT, the quarterly VWAP, we die, and momentum shifts back to the downside. We'll go back to being gray. So I said this in the chat room also a few days ago that I don't see BTC flipping bull overall until we see at least 3-day orange bars. Right? We don't even have it in the 2-day, but 3-day orange bars, like absolutely necessary. The 3-day needs to give us orange bars, right? So the way I see it, if you go and you back test this, right? Look at where the orange bars start on the downside, right? They all lead to a small pump to the top side, but the main bottom came when you had multiple orange bars. So until you see this type of behavior, we're not near a bottom, guys. Until you see this type of behavior, we're not near a bottom. We don't even have one fucking orange bar yet. Go to your weekly, right? So, look, weekly, bottom, orange. Weekly, bottom, orange, right? Don't forget, there's a line here, man. There's a line here. Make this black. As long as you're under it, you need to be orange. So when you're under the zero line and you're building momentum, that's when you know that you're officially bullish. You're not going to be bullish coming from the top down, right? More often than not, this leads to a dead cat and then it comes back down, right? If you want to create a macro trend shift, you need to be coming from sub-zero, which is down here. So you want to see orange at the bottom half. You're going to get your dead cats the way we got over here, which I'm hoping is our bearish retest, right? You're going to get a lot of dead cats. But once you start crossing to the downside and you start seeing orange, start preparing your portfolio for massive longs. All right. Let's go back from 2000 and I don't even know, 13, 15, 13. Right, this is not Bitstamp, it's Coinbase. Bitstamp right here. All right. Weekly again, right? 2015, the bottom right here, which was 150 bucks. Right? Weekly, orange, bottom. 2018, bottom down here. Weekly, orange, bottom, right? But you want to see the orange bars getting closer to the zero line. You don't want to see, hey guys, we're orange here and we're progressing to the downside, right? There's a big difference. Again, behavior is everything. You don't just look at colors, right? Like for example, over here we got our first orange bar down here, right? Second one was smaller And the first one, third one was even smaller. That's how you know the momentum is picking to the downside. Once you cross over the zero line, you are absolutely chilling. Just keep waiting until momentum shifts back to the downside. So that's how you play the histo. It's the first time we had an orange bar on the monthly, which is fucking bad, you know, unfortunately for us. Now, how do you play on the lower time frame? Well, it's a very simple concept. It's the same exact way that you do on the higher time frame, where if you are sub-zero to the downside, right, you expect that when momentum picks up, you have a possibility of going to the top side. But again, it's a lower time frame, so how much weight can you put on it? You can't really put that much weight on it, right? So from a scalping perspective, I found that it works phenomenal on the 45 minute, the 90 minute, obviously because I've been using them. So they work beautifully for me. 4 hour works decent. This is strictly for the histogram. 4 hour works decent, right? For the histo. We're about to break out to the top side over here. It's very evident. Now the only thing that could happen right now is if we go up here and then we reject and come back down, then the histo starts building up again. But since we already did that over here, chances are that this might actually break to the top side. So like over here, right? Histo builds up, it's orange, boom, breakout. Nice move to the top side, and then you get slapped back down, right? And then again, histo builds up to the top side, boom, come back down. So you're not going to use the histo as a buy and sell, it's too delayed, but it'll give you an idea that you're on the right side of the fucking trade. And if you include the trend line after that, look how beautiful this is now. So now you got your histo plus the trend. Okay, now go to your higher time frame, 12 hour. Let's get rid of the histo for 1 second. Okay. Now look at just the color. The whole point of this indicator is the color shift, where you go from blue to red, blue to pink, and then blue to green. That's all you need to worry about. If you go from blue to green, you're bull. You go from blue to red, you're bear. Right? So now look at higher time frame, how well it works. Okay. Go to your daily and look how well. Once you go from blue to green, blue to red, automatically. Right there. Right there. I'll explain this move up after in a second, you know. Right there. Right there. It's beautiful, guys. Like literally, it's beautiful. He developed a pretty cool indicator. These are all tops right now, okay? These are all for tops. Because we're in a downtrend, it's more along the lines of looking for tops. Okay, so all these will caught the top. Now, open up your signal line as well, and that's how you know that you're on the right track of things. Look at this bad boy right now. Once you confirm the cross, you're dead. You get the red over here, you go for a bull div, a bear div. You go back in, you turn red again after blue, you die. You get your red over here, once you cross, you die. You get your red over here, once you cross, you go down, but this ended up doing a div, you die. Right? Down, div, die. Same thing with this, cross, red, die. Again, over here, you red, you cross, but you turn green at the cross. So you're going for a second poke. You went up for the second poke, boom, you die. So how I use the indicator is strictly when it goes from blue to red, from blue to green. Crosses are stamps. Color coordinations are, color changing is basically a shift in possible behavior. Trend is officially trying to shift. If you see that the price keeps going up while you are under the signal line and you're still red to blue, that means that you're putting in a div. So look for shorts. You can use it with Confluence with the RSX up here. But the trend indicator is by far the best indicator for divs. I'll tell you right now. If you get a div on the trend indicator, it's likely going to fucking pan out. There's also a third thing that John added to the indicator, which is called long and short. Now these are not short or buy signals, but they're freaking pretty accurate, right? When you get these little triangles, it indicates that the trend right now is in a div. The volume is not matching up to the actual price. Price is going up or volume is staying stagnant or volume is decreasing as price is going up. That's the first sign of a divergence. That's the first sign that you need to either exit your positions, hedge your positions, or tighten up your stop losses. Now, I don't take any of these signals blind. It's just for Confluence. But if you start getting multiple arrows, I'm sorry, triangles on the downside plus a flip, that's bullish as fuck. And look what we did. We did nothing. We went up roughly about, I don't know, since we got that signal. Let's see, where's my measurement? We got the shift over here. We went up 45%. That's really nothing. Usually if you get this in a bull market, you would have been up at least 150% or 100%, give or take. A massive move, man. A massive 3 plus a cross plus a green. That's 3 for 3 criteria, right? So that being said, you don't even see that often. You don't see 3 in a row, you know? So you can tell that it's being suppressed. Same thing with the weekly, right? So what am I waiting for with the weekly? We got 3 arrows up here. 3 arrows up here, right? And they all happened within December. It happened in January, February, within 3 months. 3 arrows, obviously talking about a distribution, right? Over here too. 1, 2, 3 distribution, and you died. So we got no arrows on the downside yet. There's no way we're flipping, guys. So even if this thing does cross, it's probably going to come back down and go back up. Or if it's going to cross, it's going to go all the way up here and then come back down. Bottom line, the way the indicator works, don't take anything blind. When you see these 3 arrows on the weekly time frame, get the fuck out of longs. Okay? Get out of longs. I usually, on a higher time frame, you want to look at the 3-day and the 2-day, which is very important. The way I caught the long the other day, yesterday, was strictly the 4-hour. I actually posted it too. I told you guys, John's no indicator turned bullish. It was right here. You got a double triangle. So I started paying attention. You got God mode over here in the RSX. And then most importantly, you turned green right there. So I went long. I'm still holding my longs. I got rid of only 40% or so. I'm still holding the majority of them. And I'm going to wait until this thing turns red again. So if it turns red, I'm looking for something along the lines of this. Or something along the lines of this. Right? Something along the lines of this. You want it to be red. Until it turns red, I'm comfy. Now look at your histo. You could turn both on. Hold on. Let me turn both on so you guys don't get confused. There we go. Now, orange histo, we're about to expand. If this is a real move, guys, if this is a real move, we're going to get something along the lines of this part right here. Where this is going to go up, histo is going to go up, and then come down. This would be your main short, the way this was your main short right here. So you wait for red, crosses, retests, short the shit out of it. And then again, rinse and repeat until green, until you go back to green. It's a ranging, it's really a decent ranging indicator, but it kills when when you're trending to the top side. And if you want to back test this and go all the way back to where we were, let me get rid of the RSX since we're using it right now. Let's go to a decent time frame. 10 hour looks good. Right here. So Elon range. Where's the Elon range? Right here. This is the Elon range, guys. This was the Elon pump, where he pumped the living shit out of us from $29,000 to $40K. If I'm not mistaken, it was something along the lines of right here. That's your Elon range, fellas. So, right there. So that's your Elon range. Basically consisted of. There we go. How many tops do we have here? Let's count. We had 1 top. We had 2 tops. We have 3 tops. We had a micro top here. And we had 4 tops, and then that's not even a top. Right? How many bottoms do we have here? We had 1 bottom. We had 2 bottoms, and we had 3 bottoms, and then we had a 4th bottom. Okay, now let's put it together. Top, red, death, red, blue to red, death, blue to red, death, blue to red, death, but with a div too, even stronger. Right, blue to red, death, arrow, arrow, beautiful, with it. Right now on the downside, double arrow with green, boom, caught the bottom. Caught a scalp over here. Double bottom. Boom. Green. Mint. Arrow. Green. Mint. I'm telling you guys, even looking at it visually, it works phenomenally in a trend. But if you know how to play the range, like you know how Barry and Irmo range play themselves with longs and shorts, it's a killer indicator, guys. Killer indicator. I use the crosses as my stamps. I use the color change as my entry or basically as a front run, and then I get some confluence with my VWAPs or with my RSX and my MSTX. Now, a lot of people have been shorting for the past couple of days. They're comfortable shorting. I'm not going to argue that point. If this is a downtrending channel, you could tell, right? It's a pretty downtrending channel. I personally think we're going to fucking blow it, and we're going to go a lot higher. So until you see red on your 4 or 5 hour, I don't think shorts are fucking safe anymore, because we just broke above this pivot. Like, you see how we were going down? This was your high, lower high, a div play, again a lower high, and then we officially got above all of this right now. So this current trend line is where? It's right there. That is above this high and above this high right here. So now what I'm waiting to see is for this to turn red. I'm gonna open up a scalp short and then come back down. And if you want to play a real position, open up your high low, put on your PT range, which is your Monday high, Monday low, weekly open. Alright, get rid of everything else, get rid of this. We're officially above, we're back in Monday range, we're officially above Monday high, we're consolidating above here, whatever the case is. It's a very bearish candle, I'm agreeing with you for sure. I definitely got rejected off some kind of VWAP, which is probably the quarterly, right? Quarterly VWAP slapped the living shit out of us. I work with Binance, by the way. I don't work with anything else. Perfect to the T. So now what are you waiting for? All right, weekly VWAP is where? Weekly VWAP is at 30,800. I don't want to see it under the weekly VWAP. I expect this to hold on the way down. Now, worst case scenario, if it doesn't hold, I don't want us to break under Monday range. The way I see it is this is your deviation to your Monday range, right? Monday low, deviated Monday low, went back above. We got our green on the 4 hour. 12 hour is officially bullish, and it's still fucking green, guys. So now look at this. The 12 hour has not crossed the zero line since when? Since July 6th. Almost 20 fucking days under the zero line. So what does that indicate? As soon as we get back above this, we have a decent shot of having bullish momentum for a few days. Now, if we get rejected here again, yes, we're coming back down. I'm with you. I agree with you 100%. But if we're able to get above the zero line, then you want to wait to re-short when the 12 hour turns red. That's how I play it. The 10 or the 12 hour needs to turn red before you could assume that we're going to shift back down to being a bear. Even though macro right now looks bad, but I'm just saying, like, playing, hypothetically speaking, playing the trend right now. I know people are shorting, but I don't know, man. I'm not 100% sold on shorts right now, you know? So look at the 3-day, how beautiful that was, right? Cross up, got rejected here, and now probably going to end up coming back down. So overall, yeah, we're going to probably go lower, but it doesn't mean we can't go up first to like 34 or 35, right? If you look at it from a VWAP perspective, I'm going to make another VWAP video for you guys because people have been asking me for VWAP confluence. Okay, so we're at this VWAP right here. Reject, come back down. Probably going to test the weekly, which is here. We have a daily that's down here, which is probably not going to get tapped anytime soon. This one's going to be our worst case scenario. Let's hope that it holds us when we do happen to come down VWAP. So most likely we're going to stop here at the weekly or the Monday low if we happen to come down. And what I'm looking for in the flip is for us to retest this area over here, which is roughly about 33.6 to 33.8. This should be a serious fucking slap. I'm pretty sure the monthly is at that level as well. There we go. Monthly VWAP is here too. So you have your monthly, your weekly, and your daily all here. There's absolutely no way we're going to get above this with ease. Now, even more confluence. Open up your TMA band. Yep. Open up. Go to your 1 day. Where's your 1 day TMA band, guys? 1 day TMA band is at 34.2. We have yet to touch it. So chances are this is going to slap the living shit out of us and bring us right back down. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will make an updated video as soon as I have a stamped strategy in place. Overall, if this low holds, my macro target, I told you guys, is $38,000 right here. If the low holds, meaning it retests. We have a few things that we need to retest. We retest this, come back down, and then we go back up, retest the daily TMA band at $34,000, come back down, make a higher low. Then your target is this over here. Macro target is $38,000. We need to go up there in my eyes before we can make a lower low. Doesn't have to do it. I'm hoping it does, logically speaking, to grab some liquidity, right? That is my main level. But again, it doesn't mean that we have to go there. If the 1 day TMA band, which is roughly at $34,000, knocks us down right now, 34 we said it right. Let me put a line there. Hold on a second. 34 right there. That's your 1 day TMA band. So your 1 day TMA is right here. 1 day TMA. So if it slaps us hard, if this whole look at this, there's a lot of confluence here, guys. We're not going to get above this with ease. So if we go up, we get slapped hard, and we come and make a higher low, and this holds right here, you want to target $38,000. Okay, this VWAP needs to get tapped. Look at Ethereum. We tapped it, man. This is the VWAP. It's the same VWAP. This VWAP is right here. And we didn't even get up with BTC there. You know what I'm saying? So, look at that. I can't make this up, right? I don't make the rules. Look at this. So this is this. And Ethereum tapped it. BTC didn't tap it. Which means one or two things. They were trapping shorters this whole time to fuck them into a short squeeze, in my eyes. Now, the only way I can confirm that is when we do happen to retest a 1 day TMA, we need to withhold a higher low. If we lose the higher low after the 1 day TMA gets slapped, we're fucked. We're going to go a lot lower. Keep that in mind. Again, Ethereum 2 with this indicator. Beautiful, beautiful indicator. Look at the daily. Let's go to Ethereum real quick. You're gonna love this indicator when we break out and start uptrending. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna love it. So Ethereum, boom. Let's get rid of all the VWAPs and all these nonsense. Just price action itself. Look at this. Turn green right there. Caught the fucking whole bottom. This one, caught the whole fucking bottom. Right? This was a bigger move. Down here. Caught the bottom. Right? Caught the top over here. Caught the top over here. Caught the top over here. Alright, caught the top over here. Again, caught the top over here. So when you see red and you see blue to red, short, you see blue to green, long, if your histo is matching up, like right now it's matching up for an expansion, you best hope that this is going to be a follow-through momentum play where we're going to get higher momentum. Continuation momentum for higher pricing. And that's pretty much it. Dots are here to tell you, the triangles are here to tell you that, hey, we're shifting. It's more like a divergence, like something like that. It's not really a divergence, but at least it tells you that we're shifting, possible zone of shifting behavior, going from a bull to bear, from bear to bull. And if you want to look at a really, really, really high time frame, you want to make sure that, look at that. It crossed and then we dumped to the downside. Down. Yeah, we're not anywhere near ready to flip bull yet. I'm not gonna lie to you, we're not. Keep downtrending. Look at this shit. It's terrible. Yeah, everything is short-lived. Just wait until the 4-hour turns. 4 or the 5-hour. One of those two. 4 or 5-hour turns red. It'll give you a better indication. Until then, I'm not messing with the shorts, guys. I'm protecting my capital. All right. Any questions, guys? Feel free to DM me into the chat room. It works really good on what's it called? On altcoins as well. Wow, Luna's up 50%. Cool. And yeah, it's beautiful. I should have well, put it this way: we're gonna make a lot of money on the uptrend with this indicator. So hope everybody enjoys it. Any questions, feel free to DM me, and I'll get an updated video as soon as I get a perfect strategy in place like I did with the other indicators. As of right now, just use it for color flips and for crosses, and use it in confluence with your RSX. It's beautiful and it works very well. Again, blue to red once it flips color, and then blue to green once it flips color, and then you can scalp it to the top side. Cheers, guys.